To make some of the viral homemade cough syrup. So for this, you're gonna need honey, an onion. I saw one lady add rosemary. We're gonna do that since it's got a lot of vitamin C. I have a couple pieces from my ginger bug. Oh, one just fell over here. And of course, garlic. And I already went ahead and disinfected this jar. And let's get started. All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw them pieces of ginger in here. And here's some more. I'm gonna throw in the 2 sprigs of rosemary. All right, now we're gonna add some onion. Also gonna make sure to try to get this to hit the bottom. I'll put the honeys upside down so I don't have trouble with them. Alright, so I saw the lady in the video also add in cinnamon. This low-key reminds me of a tea that my mom used to make us when we got really sick. That had similar ingredients minus the rosemary, the ginger. You also added cloves, mint, and chamomile. But I only have chamomile, and honestly, I'm not going to experiment too much because I don't want to mess it up. Alright, and we're going to add these garlic cloves. And then we're going to add our honey. Alright, here comes the fun part. This honey was already open. You know what? Let's make this easy on ourselves. Now for this part, I'd recommend local honey, but if that's really not something you can afford or something that you can get, just try raw honey. Oh my god, there's still so much honey left here. We're gonna put this on and hope that the rest of that's what's stuck on the sides is gonna go down. And on to our next victim. This is just, I think, it claims it's local honey, that it's native to the southeast, which is where I'm at. We just want to cover the stuff in honey. You don't necessarily have to fill up this jar. But you want to make sure that the stuff that you just covered in honey is covered in honey. And there's a lot of it on the side, apparently. And we're going to use this last jar, too. And one other thing I want to tell you guys, make sure that it's pure honey. Because if it's not pure honey, this is not going to work. And unfortunately, some companies that want to be cheapskates will sometimes mix like corn syrup or sugar syrup in there. So watch out for that. Alright, the top is mostly covered. I'm going to leave these overnight like this so I can get out any extra honey or stuff I gotta do with it and put it in like one small container. Now we're gonna cover this up and leave it fermenting. As you can tell, we got our nice little honey jar. This is supposed to be like really good cough syrup. Do not use honey on anyone below the age of 1. Bad idea. We're gonna leave it on the counter for 3 days, and I'll let y'all know how that goes in 3 days. Alright, it's been 3 days since we made our homemade cough syrup. This shit smells strong. Yeah, it smells strongly of onion and garlic, but it's pretty preserved. I'm not going to taste it because I'm not sick, and honestly, I don't feel like making myself sick, but here you go. Some homemade cough syrup.